You guys, I just got out of yoga. I decided to try something new and go to a yoga class. The car was awfully close to me when there was no one on the other side of the street. I just wanted to like try something new, and I've dabbled in yoga throughout the years, but it's never been like a very consistent practice of mine, and I think that I would like it to be. I think that would be really, really good for my mind and for my body, and you know, the whole mind-body connection. I think that that would really, because I've been really like noticing some that has been very apparent recently. I woke my ass up at 6:30 this morning and went to the first yoga class of the day at a studio that I found, and it was really fucking nice. I am never up this early. I'm never up this early, and I wanted to get like a smoothie or like an acai bowl, you know, my first yoga class as like an adult. Gonna give myself a little health treat. I was gonna do that. Then I realized at this hour of the day, things literally aren't open yet. I don't often deal with this issue considering I don't wake up at this time ever. Like, normally I'm not even up at, like, when the class fucking ends. Do I not have my fucking phone? Oh. We're not dealing with that today. Yeah, so nothing's open. So right now, currently, presently, I'm just kind of waiting for this one place that's down the street to open. I do feel like so good though. Like, that was really good. A few downsides. So I got there and like good vibes, good energy. No one's really talking to each other, which I kind of appreciated because I was like, it's very early and like, you don't want my input on fucking anything right now. Not even a hello or goodbye. Not even a how's your morning going, because it isn't. It quite literally just started. Like, I cannot remember anything that happens until after 11 a.m. It's really strange and scary. We're all just like putting our stuff in little cubbies and stuff, and like we check in on the iPad, and then we went into the studio and I look around and like, first of all, everyone is lined up. Like, I had to be like a double parking, like second row vibe, which is fine because honestly, like I had no idea like what I was getting into. I didn't know how challenging this class was gonna be. It did say all levels, but like one time I went to an all-level hip-hop class because I'm a ballet dancer and I'm not very well trained in hip-hop at all. No, actually it didn't even say all levels. It said beginner. And there was like these fucking experts that just take any class just so they can keep it going, which is great, but like it was so intimidating and like I couldn't keep up with anyone in the class, and it was a beginner's class, which like, I mean, don't let that hold you back from like trying new things. Like, I'm really glad that I did that, but it can just be a little intimidating. So anyway, it said all levels. I didn't know really what I was getting into, but it ended up being totally at my speed, I was totally capable of everything that we did. But I look around when I walk in and everyone's got like, what are those rugs called? Those like cool looking rugs. I'm not finding the right term in my head for them, but everyone had one, and I looked around. It's not like this was like there were a class with like 5 people. Like, there was like a good 20 of us, and I looked around and every single person had these mats. They also had 2 each of like those blocks, like the yoga blocks. And I was like, was I supposed, because I looked up what I needed to bring and it was just like, just bring yourself a mat and a water bottle. And I was like, done. I got all those things. And then I walked in and they all had them. And I was like, okay, so I'm just like a little like, am I gonna fucking need this? I just like said a quick prayer. We didn't need them. They were just unnecessary, like the things that I guess you could have used, but I can't really figure out what the rugs were for and why everyone has such a nice, beautiful one. Like, I tried in my head, I was like, maybe it's more comfortable to like sit on when you're meditating, or like, I don't know, maybe it's even the purpose to like absorb sweat on the mat so you don't slip. But like, then why would no one like just have a towel? Why is everyone so incredibly cool? and got like the nicest thing. It was really nice. I felt really just like aligned and like it felt really good to like move. And oh my god, like that's a lot. That's like actually a workout. Like I was working. Oh, is that a coffee shop? Should I just go into there? I actually really did want a smoothie though. Where the fuck am I? Does this say chicken? I'm trying to read their menu from out here. Oh my god. The world is starting to wake up. It actually is a really beautiful thing that like walking around there's no one like awake at the early ass hours, so it's like way easier to just, I don't know, like the roads are clear. It's just kind of peaceful, which is nice. Like even, and I live in a city now, so it's like interesting to see that kind of peace. Not any fucking more, but it's just, and also something that I really appreciate now. Like it's just so, it's just nice. Anyway, the class is wrapping up, we're like meditating and shit. I start hearing like this like faintly familiar sound. It wasn't anything super aggressive, but I was like, this seems sus. We're like rolling up our mats and I'm like, oh shit, that is my fucking alarm. But not even just like an alarm that I set, because obviously I set my alarms for like 6 this morning and like 6:30 to like make sure I'd be up for now. It's the goddamn, you know when your phone, oh god, it goes into sleep mode and then it wakes you up with some alarm that I think is supposed to like gradually bring you into consciousness, but like, I'm like, I mean, like every alarm, I will grow to be triggered by it. I turned off sleep. Like I'm convinced that like when I have it on my if I set an earlier alarm than like what my normal sleep alarm is, that it won't go off, or like it goes off silently. I don't know. So last night I just turned it off. I did not leave it on. So like why would the alarm still go off? And every time I've done that in the past, it'll like say like, it looks like you're awake. Do you want us to turn off the alarm? I'm like, yeah, I do. So they didn't. So I like zoom out of there. Like after our like calm like awakening into the world today, I'm like, wait, my phone's going. And this is like my first class. Like I've just never been to this place. Like I was hoping that by like trying new types of like classes and stuff, that I could have like maybe a new place where I'm kind of like building a community for myself. And then I was just having all these embarrassing things happen. But then I had this thought that I was like, this is such a classic first memory of a class, you know? Like where everything seems to like, I don't know, you just are embarrassed by every little thing that like, and you are so convinced that you're doing everything wrong. This is just all part of pushing yourself to go out and like do things and to try new things, is that like you're gonna have the embarrassing first time. And I was like, you know what? I can just feel the memories being made, even if it's just me and me, because I didn't make any friends today. But it's a really weird concept. So like I'm so used to dance classes where I kind of like, especially ballet, where I kind of like wait for their correction, or like I feed off of them just like correcting me all the time and making sure, and also not only that, but them also like telling me that I'm doing things right. This man is like getting out of the back of this truck, and what the fuck is going on right now? See, I'm always convinced that I'm like being sex trafficked, so this isn't great, but anyway. Oh, it's a laundry guy. And he's running. Oh my god. Yeah, it's just so not about like what you're doing. I mean, yes, you should be doing things correctly, because that's obviously how you get better at it, and obviously like it's about paying attention to your body, so if you're consistently doing things wrong, it will hurt you, but it was just like, it's so not about like, I don't know, like getting that like, yes, perfect, oh beautiful, like blah blah blah, watch how Kenna's doing it, or whatever. Which like, I think it's really nice for me to be in an environment where it's not about that. And also to get my head out of the space that I'm constantly seeking the validation from whoever is in authority or in the position of leadership of the setting. These buses will not leave me alone today. So anyway, first yoga class. I really think that this is gonna like start to be my thing. And also this place was running like a deal for new students. For like the price of like 2 classes, I could choose a 30-day unlimited pass. And I was like, I can easily exceed 2 classes in a month. Because that will also like give me, I mean, I know this is what they're trying to do, but it'll like just give me the incentive, the motivation to just go like as many times as possible. And I think that will be really good for me to like have this as a consistent practice. Is this fucking place open yet? Oh, I have 9 minutes. You know what? Also, sometimes I'm just like, I just want the fuck out of social media. I always find myself back on it. Like, I'm such a case of being heavily addicted to it, and I don't want to be. The only thing I ever want to do is YouTube. I think that Instagram's fun sometimes because I like photos and I like creating an aesthetic, and like I can just like be goofy on there, but I'm so sick of all of it, honestly. Maybe I might just scrap everything absolutely and just do YouTube. I don't know, I guess we'll see. I also feel like in that one session, like my posture already was like improved by it. Which that is something that genuinely I think about so often, is that like the fact that like I sleep on my stomach. So, and also I don't have like the smallest tits in the world. So like when I sleep on my stomach and like everything flattens out to one surface, I think that my shoulders do like cave in because my boobs, like evening it all out, like is like from the front, they do like that creates the like surface. And like I already like sleeping on your stomach is supposed to be like horrific for you. But it's so comfy. It's so comfy. It's like, I mean, unless your face is going flat down to the pillow, which I can't imagine is very healthy either, you're to the side, so your spine is just in a weird kind of twist sitch. So like that already wasn't great for me, but I always am like, so I guess something that I'm insecure about is the way that my shoulders slouch so much, and I've really tried to like consciously undo that. But I think me continuing to sleep on my stomach is the real issue, but I can't fix that. I can't fall asleep sleeping on my back. Sometimes occasionally I can do my side, and I do that, but primarily it's my stomach. And also, don't be coming after me because I can't tell myself in my sleep to like not roll onto my stomach. So even if I start that way, like on my back or on my side, like there's no one like monitoring that I don't flip onto my stomach. I don't know. If there's a way that I can like undo my fucking shoulder slouch, it's like really bad. Ugh. I have over a decade of ballet training in me, which they always, you know, it's always the thing that like ballet dancers have such great posture. I fumbled the bag. My parents spent so much money on dance growing up, and I have horrible posture, and I just slouch so much, but then sometimes I'm like, and that's the only way I feel comfortable. I don't get it. Also, I feel like it's so much of like my lower back and my pelvis that wants to sit up straight, and then up top I'm like, but I look like a fucking banana. But also I'm not trying to beat myself up too much. I just would like to, like, I think that would be better in general if I had good posture. I don't know. It'd be better like in the long term, and also just in day to day. Like, I'm not trying to develop scoliosis. I'm always convinced that I'm gonna need that fucking rod. At what point do they get the rod? Because I know that some people are like predisposed to scoliosis. So like, cause like I knew like a few people who had to get the rod, like, I don't know, in like high school. They were just born with like their spine was gonna be fucked up, like it was already fucked up, and so they had to like correct it early on just because it runs in the fam. But like it doesn't run in my family, and I'm fucking it up actively. So it's the laundryman behind me. Oh my god, he's so fun. He's just like riding around. Can I have a job? Dude, he was riding around on the laundry cart like it was like a shopping cart. That sounds kind of fun. Is this goddamn place open? Okay, we have 4 minutes, and let's see how far away it is. It's a 5-minute drive, so I'll leave when it actually opens. No, like, I just went on fucking TikTok. Why? Like, I'm literally also doing something. Like, the fact that my brain just got distracted enough that I went. Be so fucking for real right now. Actually, no, the thing about this fucking city is that the public transportation is actually great. It's so easy to get around here without a car. It's hella consistent. It's everywhere. It's cheap as hell. Relative to the United States, it's cheap as hell, but, hey. Oh my, shut the fuck up. There's a Bernese Mountain Dog. The other day I saw the floppiest Bernese Mountain Dog puppy, and like, you just have to know what I mean by the floppiest. Puppies are floppy as fuck, and it's like, they're like slinky. Like, it's just cause they're like, they're so new and like, they're just like loose, cause they're just, all of their bones and stuff are new, and they're so cute. Anyway, I'm dog sitting from today to, hello? Is anyone up there? What was I talking about? Oh! I'm dog sitting from today to Wednesday. And then on Thursday, my sister is pulling up on the scene, which is wild and crazy. So yeah, I just like gotta get my life in a fucking place where I can deal with things, because I haven't been able to deal with my own head too much recently. It's been scary, but like, it's chill. What about this fucking smoothie place? You know what I'm saying? Sorry, I'm just like disassociating heavy. Okay, I'm gonna go get the smoothie. You guys, this shit is absolutely divine. I've never had such a good smoothie in my life, and I was like kind of standing in there after I ordered, like regretting not getting a bowl. Regret no longer. This is, I don't even remember what the fuck is in it. I think it's like peanut butter, acai, and there's like protein powder of some kind, banana. I don't even know. That shit is so good though.